The secret is that nobody tells you, but I've made me a filthy amount of money as a Muslim, and things that I've implemented that impacted my entrepreneurship journey massively. I'm going to share them with you, and I know for a fact every single thing that I tell you today will benefit you in your money, in your wealth, and in your entrepreneurship journey. So make sure, grasp all the information, and we'll start straight away. I started a business when I was 25 years old, and I didn't believe I would end up doing as well as I ended up doing. And I didn't think that I would make as much money as I ended up making. But what did massively help me was having tawakkul. What is tawakkul? Well, look, I'm not gonna go into the Islamic understanding and the definitions of it because who am I? I'm not really a person of knowledge. But having belief in Allah Azza wa Jal, knowing that Allah will bless your money as long as you do things for the sake of Allah, for your family, you stay away from haram, and having that yaqeen that Allah is going to bless your money, that is powerful. And it's something so easy for us to do in just thinking good of Allah. Thinking like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm staying away from haram. I'm gonna make sure every single thing that I earn, it is through halal means, and I'm gonna make sure all my money is clean. Because remember, we know that if you stay away from haram, if you give up something for the sake of Allah, Allah will give you something better. And if it's not in this life, it will be in the next life, right? So you're gonna get benefits regardless. If today you're doing something and you're not sure about the money, you're thinking there's interest involved, there's some sort of haram involved, I shouldn't really be doing it. You know what? You have a golden opportunity, because if you give up that thing and you do something for yourself, there is a very high chance you're gonna have huge amounts of blessings. When I say high chance, you're gonna have huge amounts of blessings because you're leaving something haram to do something halal. And Allah is gonna bless it. Doors will open up that you never imagined. This exact same thing happened to me. In fact, let me tell you a story. I'm 25 years old. My nikah just happened. 2 weeks later, I start my own business. I had been working in recruitment for 5 years at the time, and I wanted to start my own business. I didn't have that much money in my account. I've been terrible as a saver ever since I was, young. I'm not a good saver. And so I only had £1,000 in my bank account, even though I was making a lot of money. So at 25 years old, I start something for myself after getting married. And we know getting married brings blessings into your marriage. And this I really felt that when I got married and when I was then looking after my own family, which my wife is now part of my immediate family, right? I felt the blessings open up. So I'm sitting there in my house, I'm sitting there on my bed, and I didn't want to work. If I be honest with you, the first month I really just didn't feel like working too much because I'd worked a job for 5 years and I wanted to give myself a break. But I still thought, you know what, let me pretend a little bit. I sent 10 emails out. I sent another 5-7 emails out the next day. And about a week in, I sent an email out and a client comes back to me and says, by the way, we do need someone. And I get on the phone to them, have a conversation. And I say to my friend at that point, oh wow, like this company does need someone and I could potentially make a lot of money with this one company. Alhamdulillah, right? So I go on and I speak to the company and we do actually go on and make money with them. And that one company, alhamdulillah, I say, wallahi, if any of you are doubting anything I say, wallahi, that one company for the next 5, 6, 7 years goes on to make me, at least, and I don't want to say, I said wallahi, so I don't want to be wrong now, right? I don't even want to say something that could be a bit wrong. They make me at least £75,000 a year, minimum. And some years, they most definitely made me £100,000 a year. That one company from sending one email. Now, what's the point of the story here? Well, take action. Because you don't know what action you do today could end up looking after you for years to come. So start, even if it's an email, even if it's a call. It could genuinely change your life. But I followed on. I did something and it was very important. I, all the time, would make salah in the masjid, jama'ah. I knew if I wanted to start a business, this was my thought process. I'm going to start a business, but I have to have this business bring me closer to Allah Azza wa Jal. This business has to bring me closer to Islam. If it doesn't, wow, what is the point? I knew my vision was that. Sometimes we can lose our vision, but the vision is always important and it's important to bring yourself back. The point of you starting this business is not only for you to feed your family, look after your family, but it's also for you to be closer to Allah. It is for you to be a better Muslim. Now, if that is the case, think about this now, guys. You leave something haram for the sake of Allah. Now you're saying, I want this business, a means for me to look after my family. Again, that's something good. And then you're like, I want this business to be a means for me to now be a better Muslim. You know what, guys, let me be very honest with you. How many blessings have you just put into your business and your mindset in how you do things? How many blessings do you think there are going to be in your business now because of the way you're starting this business and this journey? We want to be good Muslims. Of course, we're going to get blessings now because this business, it is making you a better Muslim. But you have to follow through. So I would make Jama'at in the masjid, Dhuhr, Asr, and so much more. Alhamdulillah. And my thing was this: if the business is not even allowing me to make Jama'at in the masjid, like that is the least I can do. So then I would do more. I would increase my Quran. And more importantly, when I would make money, I would give money for the sake of Allah as well. Because I know that if Allah is blessing me, now, if Allah is blessing me, if I leave something haram, or if I believe something to be haram, for example, I wasn't really, doing anything haram in my job anyway, right? But if you are in a situation where you want to leave your job and you're doing something which is in a grey matter, you leave it for the sake of Allah. You also now want to feed your family. You also now are saying, I'm going to give back for the sake of Allah in terms of charity. And on top of that, you're saying that this is going to bring me closer to Allah. I'm going to do more ibadah. Then, wow, this is like a multiplier of how much blessings you guys are going to have in your business. Now, there's more because when Ramadan comes, you say, you know what? I am now going to reduce the hours I work because I want to worship Allah more in this month, because this month is a month where I want to, increase in ibadah, and I want to, that is my focus. Okay, fantastic. But there's more. Something else that I did, and it helped me massively. And these guys, you have to remember, this video can change your life. I promise you, this is exactly, wallahi, this is exactly what I did. I saw huge blessings, and I continue to see huge blessings in my businesses. And I try to never, sidestep, because I know the blessing will reduce, right? There's more, okay? Save this video. Subscribe to the channel for the upcoming videos, but save this video because you want to come back to this video in how you can increase your blessings in your businesses. That's the key thing, right? I would also create opportunities for other Muslims to be able to worship Allah in a comfortable environment. Wow. Like, I'm not saying wow to myself. Wallahi, I mean wow, like, look, in terms of your mindset, how you can change your mindset and earn so much money by changing your mindset and having so many blessings in your business by trying to do something for the sake of Allah. So now, my mindset, and I would say this all the time, and I don't talk about this as much now, but I would always say my dream is not to have £1 million in my bank account. My dream is to lead Salah and have 100 people behind me, Muslims, that I have created opportunities for. Now, if that is your mindset, if that is what you're trying to do, and if you're trying to make things easy for the Muslims, how many blessings are you going to have in your businesses? It's crazy. So this is what it comes down to. Now, someone would say to me, I need to do X. I need to go and pray Salah. I missed Jama'ah, and so I need to, pray. Of course, that's fine, right? I'm fasting now. It's Monday or Thursday. Of course, that's fine. Oh, guys, we can't do X because that's haram, and we can't do X because it's a grey matter, and we can't do this. And so that's an environment which is healthy for Muslims now. And this is very powerful, and we will talk about the deen now. So it's not all of that, all of what I've mentioned. In the office, guess what we're talking about? We're talking about Islam. How can we be better Muslims? How can we do more? We're talking about the afterlife, and we know the circle and the environment in where you are sitting, the best of sittings is the one where Allah is being remembered, right? And what could be better than the sitting than where Allah is being mentioned and the Islam is being mentioned, the deen is being mentioned, right? But that's not it, there's more. Because after a while, we started encouraging even more things. We would say, look, you're sitting at a desk, the least you should do is have a Quran there, where you've got 5 minutes, open up a page and read. So someone else would read the page of Quran and you would see that person, you'd be like, I should be doing my bit, you do your bit, And then it was an encouragement of how can you be better Muslims? How can you as a Muslim create an environment for more Muslims to be better Muslims? And so guess what? The more we would do that, the better our businesses would do, man. The better my businesses would do and the more money I would make. And sometimes I felt like I wasn't even doing anything. Sometimes I felt like I was doing 20% of effort and I was seeing so much money come in. And so if you guys want to know the secrets of how I made so much money so quickly, wallahi, I tell you it's this. It is the fact that I was just trying to be a better Muslim and create a better environment for Muslims. And I was trying to do that more. Now, sometimes what happens in life is you sidestep, you forget, and you forget why you're doing what you're doing. And money can sometimes feel like the blessings aren't there. You're making more money maybe, but the blessings aren't there, right? come back. Bring it back. Remember the intention. Remember to do more. Remember to create better environments for the Muslims. But remember, guys, I cannot do what I am doing until our own people support each other, until we have a support system, an ecosystem where we are doing as much as we can. We think good of each other. We try to help everyone. And so get this video out to a lot of people. Every single entrepreneur or business person needs to see this video and how you can do the little things and change everything when it comes to your business and increase the blessings. And so hopefully it was of benefit. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.